Hey everyone, so you're thinking about owning a home in California. Whether you're trying to buy your first place, planning a big renovation, or just trying to make the most of the house you already have, it can feel, well, a little overwhelming, right? But here's the thing, you don't have to figure it all out on your own. We're going to walk you through some amazing resources that can seriously make a difference.
Okay, first, let's just put a number out there, a big one. As of 2024, the median house value in California is a whopping $860,000. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a number that really frames the conversation and shows you just how big of an investment we're talking about in the Golden State.
And it's an investment that more than half of all Californians have already made. 55% of residents own their own homes. So this isn't some niche topic. This affects millions and millions of people all across the state.
So maybe you're in that 55%, or you're fighting to get there. The question becomes, now what? Being a homeowner is so much more than just paying the mortgage. There's this whole universe of support and opportunity out there, and that's exactly what we're diving into today, connecting you with the tools you need.
Here's a quick look at our game plan. We'll start with a big picture view of the state, then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of buying for the first time, paying for repairs, and using your home's equity. And we'll wrap it all up with a toolkit you can start using like today.
All right, let's jump into Section 1, the home ownership landscape. I mean, California is just massive and incredibly diverse, and that is absolutely true when you look at who owns a home and where they own it. So that 55% number for the whole state, it kind of hides what's really going on. I mean, look at Contra Costa County. The ownership rate jumps all the way up to 68%. But then you go to a super dense place like San Francisco, and it plummets to just 38%. It just goes to show you, homeownership in California is really a story of many, many different markets.
And when you see it laid out like this in a chart, that difference becomes so much clearer. Seeing the high, the low, and the average right next to each other really drives home just how much your specific location impacts your path to owning a home.
So with all that in mind, let's talk about the first big step. Just getting on the ladder. For anybody who wants to be a homeowner, the very first challenge is just getting your foot in the door. You know, if you ask almost anyone trying to buy their first home, they'll tell you the number one challenge is saving up for that down payment. And in a market like California's, it can feel like climbing a mountain. But, and this is a big but, it's not a mountain you have to climb all by yourself.
The good news is there are dedicated programs out there specifically to help you with that. A lot of counties and major cities have down payment assistance. Plus, you can find surveys from people in your community that recommend the best local lenders for getting that home loan.
Okay, now let's shift gears and talk to everyone who's already a homeowner. Your journey didn't end when you got the keys. In a lot of ways, it was just the beginning. Let's get into maintaining and improving your home.
Look, every house needs work eventually. Sometimes it's a critical fix, like a roof that's seen better days. Other times, it's that dream upgrade, like the kitchen you've been pinning on Pinterest for years. No matter what the project is, there are programs designed to help you pay for it. You can find tools to compare different home improvement lenders, you can track down official programs run by your own city or county, and you can even get recommendations from your neighbors on the best contractors so you know you're hiring someone you can trust. And it gets even more specific than that. There are programs that target those really big ticket items, like getting a new roof or upgrading your windows. You can also find help to make your home more energy efficient, which is great because that can save you a ton of money down the road. This all brings us to one of the most powerful tools a homeowner has, because your house isn't just a place to live, it's a financial asset. And now we're going to talk about how you can leverage it. So there are two main ways to think about this. First, you can refinance your mortgage, which could lower your interest rate and boom, lower your monthly payment. Second, you can tap into the value, the equity that you've built up in your home to pay for those big renovations or really any other major expense life throws at you. Okay, you're going to hear this acronym a lot, HELOC. It stands for Home Equity Line of Credit. The easiest way to think about it is like a credit card that's secured by your house. It gives you a flexible line of credit you can borrow from when you need it, which makes it perfect for those projects where the costs might change as you go. So how do you actually do it? Well, the process is pretty straightforward. Step 1, you compare all the different rates and options to figure out what's best for you. Step 2, you find lenders that have a great reputation. And Step 3, you get the funding and bring your project to life. And hey, if refinancing is what's on your mind, there are incredible tools for that too. You can easily compare the most highly recommended lenders, from the big national banks to your local credit union, across all of California's 10 biggest metro areas. It's all about finding the perfect fit.
Whew, okay, we have covered a lot of ground. So let's bring it all home in our final section, your resource toolkit, which is all about turning this knowledge into actual action. So are you feeling pumped? Ready to take that next step, whatever it is for you? Whether you're buying, improving, or refinancing, the most important part is just getting started.
And we've made that part really, really easy for you. For every single topic we've covered today, from down payment help to comparing HELOC rates, we've put direct links to all these amazing resources right there in the description below.
So, that leaves us with just one final question. Your home is absolutely full of potential as a place to build your life and as a financial tool. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it?